us to just start right away. Okay, so this is our Team Bodies in Fuego second call for 2016. Yay! Exciting. So announcements are, we have 2 people that have Success Club points. We have Jerry McCormick and we have Amy, I always say her, Amy Seth. She has a Success Club point on the board already, which is awesome because today's the 11th, right? So they're already on track to get it before the 15th. So, I mean, they're even ahead of me. I'm like, I got to get some points on them.
Why you want it before the 15th?
It guarantees that it happens so that you're not struggling to fight for it at the end of the month.
Okay.
So if you guys remember August, September, when we were trying to get Success Club points at like the last week or the last 2 days, we were like, for a $20 rebate, I'll give you a challenge pack. And it was just like this funky at the end of the month push. But if we try to get it before the 15th, then we don't have to do that. And everything else we can start building for the next month.
Okay.
So I always set my mind that the 15th I have to have Success Club 5 because then my activities are in the right place and I have more urgency. So Amy Seth and Jerry McCormick have Success Club points, and then Kelly Wood and Jamie Kraft both earned the Success Club prize, and I had put out there that you could get the Shakeology watch, you could get the hat, and I think there was the Shakeology bottle. And I believe, Kelly, you had said you wanted the watch. Is that right?
Yeah, I get this. I forget how I won.
You got Success Club for December.
Oh, yay. What did I do?
She's like, what?
Yes, I do want the watch.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, Jamie, when I talk to Jamie, she can choose between those things. But for this month, doing our Success Club, we get the double points and that. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Yay. For this month, I'm going to give away team shirts. I'm going to order some more, and I'm going to do a slightly different style, and I'm going to do white. So for anybody for this month, we'll get a team shirt from me, because I feel like starting off the year, either you want to add to your wardrobe so you have more to wear, or you don't have one yet, you can definitely get that. But that's going to be our Success Club prize for this month, is a team shirt. Yay! Because they're awesome. I had so many compliments. Even Caleb Thomas, he was like, hey, that's cool. On fire. So I said, okay, I love this. I love this. So that's what we're going to do. Remember, Success Club, we get the points from helping people get set up on a challenge pack. When people do Shakeology HD, and that can be a coach with a challenge pack or a coach with Shakeology HD. Okay. So, other announcements. The cafe latte is live to buy today. So our customers can put in the order, we can put in the order, we can order the triple pack where they call the barista, where you can get vanilla, chocolate, and cafe latte, which I think for coffee lovers, they would enjoy that. So make sure we're talking to our challengers, our current customers in our challenge group saying, hey, it's live, who wants to try it? And letting them know that they can try this new flavor out, because I know tons of people love coffee, and now this competes with Starbucks because it's good for you. So that's really, and next Monday is when we register for our Punta Cana trip, right? So the premier and the elite people, coaches, they registered today. And so next Monday, when we see that link, I'll post it, look for the link, and we got to get on that waiting list. Otherwise, you'll be like me where I don't get to go, but I have the points because I'm still on a waiting list for this year. So we want.
Does that mean we're locked in when the time comes, or we can still pass if we get?
Correct. Yeah, it's just getting on the waiting list. We don't pay anything until we earn it. And they say, okay, you're a go. Then they start doing the allotment payments. So everybody should get on that list. just because you never know what's going to happen with your business. And the way we have things going, I think that's what we want. So, yeah. Okay. What we're going to do is I asked Allison and Danette, and then Jen, I meant to ask you as well, but I just thought each of them could take 5 minutes or so and share their biggest takeaway from Super Saturday. I mean, I don't think there is a way to describe what it's like, but sharing from you guys and hearing from you your biggest takeaway and why you definitely think everybody should go in April, I just think that will be super, just so invaluable. So, Allison, let's start with you since you have that that medicine kicking in.
If I start to doze off, it's the ZQuil.
Yeah.
I kind of made 3 bullet points for my big takeaways from this weekend. And my first big one is kind of a recurring theme since I started with Beachbody. And it is get out of your comfort zone and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So I didn't know anyone locally going. I don't know any local coaches. I posted on the event page the night before. One part of my head was like, don't go, you don't know anyone. And that's the old me talking, saying if you're uncomfortable, just avoid it. And then the sort of trying to emerge new me was saying, just put it out there. You can follow someone downtown. So I ended up having somebody respond to my post that I could follow her from this side of Knoxville. And when I got there, she was very friendly. She knew people. So she introduced me. I introduced myself to others. And the old me never used to do that. I would just avoid situations that made me uncomfortable. And that's going to keep me at home, inside closed doors, getting nowhere with my business. So I was just excited because I did something uncharacteristic of me, which is getting out there and being okay with being a little uncomfortable. And I could tell some of the people I met, they were also uncomfortable because they were there by themselves. They didn't know what to say or do. So that was kind of theme number 1 for me. Theme number 2 or takeaway number 2 was just, if there is a Beachbody opportunity, a call, a meeting.
Uh-oh, she locked up. Her medicine kicked in that fast.
What?
Repeat that. If there's a business opportunity, start from there again.
Okay. If there's a Beachbody that someone's putting on, if there's a networking meeting or some social activity, if there's a call, get on it, do it, go to it. The excitement that I took away for growing my business after Saturday, we all left, we were fired up, we were adding people up to our network, we were messaging people. I mean, we were doing all the things that you tell us to do. But like a flame was ignited after us all being together and getting fired up about it. So if possible, when possible, do Beachbody stuff. Meet other coaches, network, share stories. And third was, there was a girl who spoke who the day before she had just quit her full-time job to do Beachbody full-time, 1-star diamond locally. And she said something that really spoke to me, which was, the only person holding you back from success in this business is you. And she shared how she kept sort of making excuses why people weren't buying, blaming other people, blaming other things and people, except taking ownership, and looking within, saying, what am I doing? What am I not doing? And once she started doing the things that Laura always talks about, Elizabeth always talks about, I think you said everything Elizabeth told you to do, you did. And success came. And so that's what she was saying. Once she did the thing, she started to see her business explode. So I guess I need to just stop making excuses and pointing the finger and taking ownership of why my business is not thriving. So those were my 3 takeaways.
Those are huge. I mean, we could spend a team call on each of those individually and still have so much to say. I mean, that's awesome. I'm so glad that you took that risk, got out of your comfort zone, and went.
It was awkward.
You weren't alone in that awkwardness. You weren't.
I don't think so.
That's great. That's awesome. Very cool. Sweet. Well, let's have Jen, real quick, 5 minutes of just your biggest takeaway from San Antonio.
Well, it was almost like we had the same speakers. We got a lot of the same takeaways. Definitely step out of your comfort zone. That's been my biggest, obstacle is myself. What I loved about it was, and first of all, this was my very first Super Saturday. Sad to say, yes, it is. It was my very first one. So I can't believe that, I've been to Summit twice. That's amazing. But I agree, anything and everything you can that is Beachbody related, get on it, do it, whatever. It was the most awesome feeling being there. I knew nobody except for, I knew Megan. She's another coach that I had met at Summit. And then one of my coaches went with me. But other than that, the room full of people, I had no idea who they were. And it was just immediate acceptance. There was no judging, no, well, how long have you been in? Oh, well, you've been in it for 2 years and you're just an emerald. Oh, no, it was, you were immediately accepted. You were, your ranking or anything didn't matter. It was, oh, did I lose everybody? Sorry.
No, you're good.
It was great. One of the speakers said something that was just, it hit home with me because it's something that, Beachbody means so much to me, not for the income. Yes, my goal is to do this full time. Laura knows I've cried about it, I've yelled about it, I fussed about it, but at the end of the day, it's on me. The reason I'm not is it's on me. It's my actions. But it'll get there. But you can continue to do something day in and day out, and it just become, it can be a job, or it can be something that you're passionate about. And his quote was, "Habit without heart is frivolous." And I thought that meant so much to me, because it's exactly the way I feel about the business. Is I am so passionate about it. Yes, everybody can get up and work out. Everybody can post motivational things on Facebook, but it's what's in your heart is what fuels when you talk to people. That's what comes across. And that's what Beachbody is all about, is saving lives, changing lives one day one person at a time, and ending the trend of obesity. And it was just a great experience. I already wrote down the date for the next one, and I've already started telling people, you're going with me to this next one. I'm already telling everybody, like, you've got to get to these, because you come out of there, like you said, with a fire in you that is just undescribable, and you can't wait to tell everybody, show everybody, and you only wish that the people on the receiving end could feel the passion and the, I don't know, fire that was lit. So, that was mine. Oh, and the workout was awesome.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did agility, hammer and chisel agility, and it was great. And what was even more awesome is, I've been working out for a couple of years, and so I feel like I've done every program there is and that I could hang in there pretty good. But what was so impressive was there was all shapes and sizes there, all levels there, all ages, and we all, every one of us, and there was probably, I mean, it wasn't huge by any means, but I mean, it was big for me. It was like, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 people. And not everybody did the workout, of course, but I'd say probably at least half were out there on the workout floor, and it was in a little church recreational room, and we all got out there on the floor. We all did it, and there was a lady behind me, and she was, you could tell she was just getting started with Beachbody, but there was some fire inside her that she's a little bit older, and she was heavy set, but she gave it everything she had on that gymnasium floor. It was so awesome when you turn around and we were all giving each other high fives. She's drenched in sweat, and she's, you turned around and she wasn't giving up. She could have walked off to the side and said, I'll catch up with you or whatever. But no, she kept going, and we all cheered her on. I mean, we were all cheering each other on, but it was really neat to see and to be there when she finished that workout. And in the program that the only thing she had done before that was PIO. So she
Wow.
PIO
To hammer and chisel. Wow.
yeah, agility. So yeah. She's pretty awesome.
Those workouts are so much fun. That's
I know.
great.
Yeah, they are.
That's awesome. Thank you, Jen. Hey, Danette, share with us your experience, or just whatever your big takeaway was.
I think the get-togethers like that are really important. That they have a lot of value because for myself, it creates excitement because there's all these other people that are excited too, and you just pick up on that energy. And when they share their story, or you have people there that you can talk to, people that are successful or even just beginning. I mean, just every little nugget that you can get from other people is helpful, and it's just so nice to have that community. Also, the resharing of the information that we hear it on search and then hear it again, so it just kind of sticks. And that's like the T22. I got really pumped up about that. I don't know why I did.
The hardcore.
And then, people talking about personal development and sharing new books, because sometimes you don't know. Well, I don't always know what to read next. And then it's just the community, and then too, one of the things I noticed about myself was being persistent, because I know the value of going to these gatherings, and I really had to push myself to go. And it's like, okay, this is what's happening with me in not only the business, but in other parts of my life, is that I allow things to get in the way. And so it's just being persistent and taking that one step and not talking yourself out of it or listening to that voice in your head, and just staying on track. And that's what I really got out of it, was just keep on trudging, because eventually it's like, that raindrop, one raindrop, two raindrops, and then pretty soon you have a river, and then you have ocean. So, you just got to keep going. And that's what I got out of it.
That's awesome. I think that's so cool. Even right, each of us going, and we're on our own and just meeting new people and taking that chance. And a lot of times we feel like, oh, I'm not going to go because so-and-so is not going. I mean, Elizabeth ended up having to cancel because of family emergencies, and I could have went, oh, my drive partner's not going. It's a long drive. But I did it anyways, right? I mean, each of you made that drive or made that commitment. So awesome. All right, so this is what I need you guys to do. Mark your calendars, put it in your phone, whatever it is. But the weekend of April 3rd is the next Super Saturday. And I really want us to get ourselves and team to these events. There's going to be some pretty big announcements in April. In March, they're releasing the new Tony Horton Hardcore 22, that military program. And we really want to make sure we're there when they release it. Okay, so the weekend of April 3rd, I know in the Denver area, we have Trey Bearer. He's a 5-star diamond. And if we just, any team members, we want to get them there. Look in your area. I know Jen being in Texas. Apparently Autumn Calabrese was in Dallas. If I would have known that, I would have gotten my sister there. I would have gotten Jamie there. I mean, hello.
I know. I didn't realize that until about a week before. And then because I started like trying to see who all was where.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw that she was going to be in Dallas. And I figured there's no way that I could probably get in there. Not necessarily to there, but in there. I'm sure it was completely packed.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures and it was packed.
It was huge. It was huge.
So is there any way to get tickets now, or do we have to wait till a certain time?
It depends on who's hosting. I don't believe for Colorado they have it up yet because they haven't decided on the venue. But when we get closer in March, we really should be looking at the Super Saturday Beachbody website and getting registered. I know it'd be great if they sold tickets at the event for the next event because then you're already committed and you can buy multiple. This go around, I'm going to buy more than just one for myself, so that when we have new team members added, they don't get put on a wait list or they can't go. I mean, I want everybody there because it's going to be huge. Also, that timeline is around the timeline for our team. I'm going to be recruiting and working with each of you individually because my goal is to help 5 of our team members hit the diamond level. So in the next 90 days, I really want 5 of our team members to hit the diamond level. And so this kind of leads into, Kelly, you're unmuted. Go ahead.
Oh, no, just.
She's like, yeah, Kelly literally is 2 coaches away. And I'm going to end the call that is going to go into my conversation with Caleb Thomas. Okay. So from our team, and I'm going to be reaching out to my community, friends, and family and looking for 5 women that want to reach the diamond level, okay? I feel like we did great in 2015, but we had a mindset, and I'm just, after talking to Caleb, who's really tall and really funny, but also very grounded, we were talking about it. He's like, okay, great. So the first step is emerald, right? And I went, yeah. And he said, okay, that's easy. And I went, well, actually, it's taking a lot of us time to figure it. He said, here's a question. As a team, are you setting emerald as a destination or a step? And I went, We've been treating emerald as a destination of, great, I'm emerald. But it should be, okay, you're a new coach. The first step is to get your list of at least 20 people, and 1 out of 10 people get decide to do the coaching opportunity. So you should be able to find 2 people to join your team, and that's your next step. Once we get you there, then we go into the posting and going into the sharing. So we've kind of had that switched around where we're doing the social media and the posting and the training, but really our philosophy should be when we add new coaches, their first step is get the list. Who from your friends and family can you see doing this with you? And getting them started and getting you to emerald, right? Because that's where we make money. That's when we get the % bonus at the end of each month off of all the volume from our team. That's where money's made. The company starts sending you leads. So that's the true part of the business. And Caleb Thomas had said that we kind of get in our heads that, who am I to ask to join my team because I'm brand new. I haven't had the success that I want. They might ask, how much money have you made? And you haven't made anything, right? Zilch. So how do I approach somebody to do this business with me when I don't have anything to show for it? Maybe self-growth, but how do I do that? And he had said, it's all about vision. And what we see in 5 years from now, tell our friends and family, 5 years from now, I can see where we're going to be at. Our credit card debt paid off. We're going to be traveling. We're going to just live the life that we've always imagined, surrounded by leaders. I mean, whatever vision that you have, you need to hold that 5 years from now, so you can tell your new coaches, so that you can tell people you're talking to when you're inviting them to the opportunity of, hey, this is where we're going to be. I might not be there right now, but I'm doing this with or without you, and I would love for you to join me, and it'd be so much fun to have you join me, right? Because that's really what it is. It's our first step in moving forward. Our new coaches get the confidence of, hey, I can do this. They also get paid right away, and return on investment is guaranteed for our coaches to stick around and do something. So that's just speaking with Caleb about that vision and how we treat this. We always talk about how we treat it like a business, and it was kind of an abstract philosophy of make it a business. Well, what do we know about business? We know what we've seen from jobs, or if you have a storefront, how you handle that. But for this kind of business, we have to have the priority of what happens first. And he said, some of the people that you're really excited about, and you're going to get them there, you're going to be such and such, you're going to be a diamond or that, we can't hold on to them. We can lock arms and move forward, but if they need to step back, that's okay. We still need to move forward. And there was a question about customers and coaches and how do we keep them engaged. And he said that we keep adding people and following up and working with them, but we work with the willing. Because if you think of a marathon, Kelly, how many miles is a marathon? 26?
26.2.
Yeah, 26.2. He said, okay, let's all pretend we're running a marathon. And we have our team, and we're recruiting as we're going. Thousands of people, right? Hundreds of thousands of people are running this marathon, Boston Marathon, let's say. And he said, if we're all running the marathon together, we start out together, we're doing great, we're running the marathon. Oh, wait, but, here, let me just check on you real quick. Oh, and how are you doing real quick? And do you need my help? And he said that if we keep running back, we end up running 6 marathons and might not finish the marathon if we're trying to keep people who aren't ready yet to move forward. And so we take that, I'm going to do this, I want to help you, but if you're not ready, I'm okay with that. When you're ready, let me know. You said that you want to do this because you want to pay off credit card debt. Or you said you wanted to do this so you could take your family on trips. Is that really important to you? Because I'll help you do that. But if that's not a priority right now, that's okay. You let me know when it is. And I was just taken by his stance and his belief in that we were kind of letting our team down by not having that stance and that mentality of we have to be coaches for our coaches as well. That kind of tough love like we are with our customers, right? Our customers are like, oh, I didn't do my workout. I just don't have the time. Yeah, I didn't. And how many of you are like, oh, that's okay, just next time? Or do you say, hey, tomorrow, get back up. You got this. You can do this. So we have to take that approach on the whole spectrum. Okay. There were so many nuggets, but I felt like tonight I want us to focus on our own lists. Danette and I, we wrote out our list together of people we could see as challengers and people we could see as coaches. We all need a list written down of at least 20 people, because 1 out of 10 will more than likely get involved with the business. And that goes with customers too. You just have to keep that ratio 1 out of 10. So if you're thinking of the team, 100 people, right, it's 10 people, challengers or coaches. Okay, so have a list of at least 20 people and reach out to them. Tomorrow starts the sneak peek with Mamas with Muscles. I've been inviting and plugging for that event. It's Tuesday through Thursday. And then if you missed that Tuesday with someone, we have Wednesday, our very own team sneak peek from 8 to 9. So we have 2 opportunities to get people plugged into to share what we do.
Did you say Wednesday, 8 to 9, is that?
Yep. On our calendar, we have a sneak peek this week with us, Team Bodies and Fuego, Wednesday at 8. And if you can't be on that sneak peek, you can let us know and we can answer questions for your guests that are in the sneak peek. because that's what the team is for. We're there for you if you can't be on there. Mamas with Muscles starts tomorrow. I would just invite, and build for tomorrow. And then Tuesday, invite for Wednesday. We really need to get that invites. Reach out to your coaches, right? Whoever's not on this call, your personal coaches that you've added to the team, message them, call them, Zoom with them and say, hey, get your list and let's start inviting let's invite together. Let's do this together.
So what's the one, will you just explain is it going to be the videos again, or what's the one Wednesday going to be?
Yeah, so Wednesday will be the hour long, where every 5 minutes we have a video that talks about the life of Beachbody coaching.
Okay.
It's the condensed version of what Dara does for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you feel like you have a story you want to share, I know Jamie Kraft said she wants to do a video this time, where your perspective as a coach, maybe it's the busy life, or maybe it's the you were a customer and then you became, whatever you feel like would speak to your customers or speak to your people, sharing your story, let me know. We want that variety. We want to hear from you. So, Wednesday will be the video series. We have our free clean eating group. We didn't do that in December, and we did ourselves a disjustice. Those clean eating groups, give them a taste of what we do. We can talk about Shakeology. They can get the samples. I've had so many customers go from that to an actual challenger, and so really get people added. If they get added tomorrow or Wednesday, at least they get a few days. It will probably end Saturday. So lots to invite for. Focus on the sneak peek, and then once you get 5-10 invites, right, 1 out of 10, if you want a coach out of this, 1 out of 10, get them invited. And then the free group's so easy. You can post on Facebook, okay, who wants to do a free group with me? Clean eating. And that's how we're going to take our vision and put it to work. We're going to take chances. We're going to be uncomfortable. But that vision that we have, I truly, in my gut, and I feel it. I just know in the next 90 days, we're going to have 5 women hit the diamond level in our team, which is crazy to think, but I know it's going to happen. I just know it. I don't know who. I have these ideas, but I know it's going to happen. Okay, so we're going to close it there. I just want you guys to really focus this week on inviting to the events. Just like Allison was talking about, whenever there's any type of opportunity or event for you to go to or participate in, build for those. You don't have the success yet, but the people at these events do. And your potential customers and potential coaches will see them and can ask the questions and see them as the expert. You don't have to be an expert yet. So yeah, are inviting. Any questions or comments that you guys want to put in there? No.
So the Wednesday and tomorrow, how do we get them to these? Because I'm working, so I would have to send them. So would it be like Zoom or what?
What do you mean?
For the
sneak peek?
you were just talking about.
Yeah. So what I would do is personally message the people that you want to invite, and when they say, oh yeah, I'd like to do that, you can add them to that event. If you didn't, I have the link on Team Bodies and Fuego for Mamas with Muscles sneak peek. Once someone says yes, they want to go, you can just add them real quick right there, or you can ask me to help, or right, you can add them before it actually starts.
Okay.
Is that what you were asking?
Okay.
And you can always send that, if they say yes, they want to go, you can send them the link and they can request to join if you're not able to add them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I did put some message examples on our team page for the events and how to invite for them. Basically, it's, hey, we're doing a sneak peek to talk about what we're doing. I don't know if you or someone you know would be interested, but I'd love to add you. So if someone comes to mind, you can let me know. It takes that direct invite out of there and not so like, ooh, they're attacking me. But those are on the team page, and I can tag you guys if you don't find it. But yeah, let's invite people. If you have personal sponsors, you have coaches that aren't on the call that you haven't heard from me yet, I would send them messages and say, hey, let's invite for the sneak peek. And let's get your 2 coaches. We should really get that going. We're like, okay, let's get our 2 coaches. Because once they can do that, they can show other people how to do the same. And that's how we get to Diamond. Right, is showing people that first step of just adding 2 coaches. So I know Allison's close, Carrie's close, Danette's really close. We're going to get you guys there. So, all right, any other questions or comments? No? Okay, awesome. Invite like crazy fools, have fun, be silly, post out there. People want to see you drinking your Shakeology. They want to see you working out because they are watching you, okay? But that's it. Have a wonderful night, and feel free to message me if you have any questions.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, let's do a quick picture. Hold on. Ha ha ha. Guys, see your face, Carrie. Okay, you guys ready? Smile, 1, 2, 3. Yay. Got it. Awesome. Okay, you guys have an amazing night. Message me if you need to. But what's the focus? What's our focus?
Diamond?
Invite!
Oh, I was thinking Diamond too.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
Invite.
Right. Step by step.
Yeah, we got
First
3
step.
things.
2 coaches, right? First step, 2 coaches.
First step, okay.
First step, 2 coaches. Write out your list, 2 coaches. All right. Have a good night, you guys. Love you.
Good night. Love you.
Bye.